Hollywood is often portrayed with a glamorous facade of red carpets, dazzling lights, and idealized cinematic family images. But the reality behind the scenes is far more complex. Behind the glitz and glamour lie less discussed stories: pressure, inflated egos, conflicts, and unpredictable behavior in a fiercely competitive environment. Not every star is the perfect image the public sees. It is this contrast between the glittering exterior and the complex reality that makes Hollywood more vibrant, where fame doesn't equate to perfection, and every spotlight has its hidden dark side. Tobey Maguire is best known for his portrayal of Spider-Man in the classic trilogy, where he embodies a relatable, lovable, and humane Peter Parker. However, off-screen, some behind-the-scenes stories and public experiences paint a picture of him as somewhat more reserved and difficult to approach than the character he plays. In everyday life, Maguire is often described as quite reserved in the face of media attention. Some who have met him in casual situations say he isn't very open to being photographed or engaging in brief conversations, which sometimes makes the initial impression seem colder than fans might expect. On set, he has also been mentioned in some internal discussions regarding his work style and the stress of production. These stories largely reflect the general pressure of blockbuster projects, where the high intensity of work can lead to conflicts between individuals. Beyond acting, Tobey Maguire is also known for his interest in poker and has participated in tournaments and private gatherings within the entertainment industry. Stories surrounding this activity have been recounted in the media, contributing to a different perspective on his life off-screen. Despite various accounts of his personality and personal life, Tobey Maguire holds a special place in the hearts of audiences thanks to his role as Spider-Man. The contrast between his on-screen hero image and his private real-life persona has made his name a memorable part of modern film culture. Edward Norton has long been considered one of Hollywood's leading actors, with a series of impressive roles in films like Fight Club, American History X, and Birdman. He possesses a versatile acting ability and often brings a strong psychological depth to each character, making his name synonymous with high artistic quality. However, beyond his acting talent, Norton is also known for his meticulousness and deep involvement in the filmmaking process. He is often described as someone with a clear creative vision, sometimes suggesting script revisions or offering suggestions on how to set up scenes to better reflect his understanding of the character. This has earned him both high praise for his dedication and sparked considerable debate in a work environment that demands close collaboration. One of the most talked-about periods in his career was his role in The Incredible Hulk, 2008. During production, creative differences arose between Norton and the production team, leading to shifts in perspective on character development and the overall storyline. Ultimately, the project was restructured, and the role was subsequently given to a new actor in subsequent installments of the cinematic universe. Nevertheless, Edward Norton remains a highly influential artist, known for his serious acting style and deep investment in each role. This combination of talent and perfectionism has created an image of an actor who prioritizes creativity, making him one of the most frequently discussed figures when discussing the difference between personal artistic vision and commercial filmmaking in Hollywood. Jesse James was once known for his bad boy image, typical of reality TV, rebellious style, motorcycles, and a high-profile marriage to Sandra Bullock, one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. However, behind that glamorous facade lies a completely different story, full of ups and downs and controversy. The image of this adventurous, charismatic man gradually faded as problems in his personal life began to be exposed. Things became serious when information about his extramarital affair spread widely, precisely at the time he and Sandra Bullock were in the process of adopting a child. This ironic coincidence made the story even more sensitive in the eyes of the public. When rumors involving Kat Von D surfaced and were discussed in the media, public reaction quickly shifted from surprise to disappointment. The carefully cultivated image of a style star nearly crumbled in a short time, triggering a wave of intense criticism. Furthermore, several controversial actions and choices in the later period further damaged his reputation in the eyes of the public. These events not only affected his marriage but also completely altered how he was perceived within the entertainment industry. Ultimately, Jesse James became a prime example of how quickly public image can change when personal life is brought into the spotlight. From a symbol of rebellious style, he gradually came to be remembered as a cautionary tale about missteps and the lasting consequences behind the glamour. Reese Witherspoon is often considered the Southern Queen of Hollywood. Graceful, successful, and possessing the demeanor of a beloved star. With a brilliant career and polished image, she has always been associated with a positive image in the eyes of the public. However, in 2013, an unexpected incident changed that image. While out with her husband Jim Toth, they were stopped by police for a traffic violation. Initially, it seemed like a normal traffic incident, but it quickly attracted attention due to the presence of an A-list star. During the incident, Reese reacted quite tensely and awkwardly, causing a greater-than-expected commotion. She asked many questions and argued with the officers, which quickly went viral on social media. Shortly afterward, she was disciplined for disorderly conduct, demonstrating that celebrity status does not exempt her from the law. The incident surprised the public as it was completely different from the calm, professional image she usually projected on screen. Reese Witherspoon later admitted her mistake, issued a public apology, and reflected on her actions. Although controversial at the time, this story has since come to be seen as a lesson in maintaining composure and personal responsibility, even for those in positions of fame. Jared Leto is known for his extremely immersive method acting style, to the point where he almost completely lives in the character even when the cameras are off. For him, each role seems like a complete challenge, not only in terms of skill but also in terms of endurance, sometimes impressing and slightly surprising his colleagues with the excessive level of preparation. A frequently cited example is his role as Joker in Suicide Squad. Instead of just portraying the character on screen, Jared Leto is said to have maintained the character's state throughout filming. Behind-the-scenes stories circulate that he sent Joker-themed gifts to his co-stars, sparking much discussion on set. While the accuracy of these details is often recounted in different versions, they contribute to the image of a very extreme and controversial acting method. Beyond acting, Jared Leto is also the lead singer of the band 30 Seconds to Mars, where he showcases his strong personality and high-energy performances. During concerts, he sometimes interacts with the audience in a rather direct way, occasionally creating mixed reactions, but still maintaining significant attention from fans. As a celebrity, Leto is often described as an unpredictable artist, both creative and eccentric, always finding his own way to make an impact in both music and film. This unpredictability makes him one of Hollywood's most controversial figures, a person whose every project sparks intense public curiosity. Jesse Eisenberg is often remembered on screen for his sharp acting, fast-paced dialogue, and the demeanor of a slightly aloof genius. Audiences love him for films like Zombieland and Now You See Me, where he always delivers an intelligent, tense, yet captivating performance. However, in real life, that personality sometimes makes his interactions less comfortable than expected. One of the most notable moments was during an interview with reporter Rihanna Puga. Instead of maintaining the usual lighthearted atmosphere, the conversation quickly became awkward when Eisenberg made jokes that were considered difficult to accept, even making the interviewer feel uncomfortable. As the interview continued, the tension gradually increased, creating the feeling that the two were in a discordant exchange rather than an entertaining conversation. After the interview went viral, public reaction was quite mixed. Some argued it was simply a personal display of humor, while others commented that he appeared cold or lacking in tact in his communication. The incident quickly became a topic of discussion on social media, adding another dimension to his already rather unpredictable image. Later, Eisenberg explained that he had no intention of causing offense or deliberately creating tension. Nevertheless, the moment is still cited as a prime example of how on-screen wit and quick thinking don't always translate perfectly into real-life interactions. Naomi Campbell is considered one of the most iconic supermodels in fashion history, shaping an entire era on the runway with her cool demeanor and powerful catwalk strides. However, behind the perfect appearance and the glamour of major shows lies a strong personality, often drawing media attention due to stories surrounding her volatile temper at work. Throughout her decades-long career, Naomi has been repeatedly embroiled in rumors regarding her behavior towards her support staff. These stories are told from various perspectives, but they all point to a high-pressure work environment where tension sometimes exceeds the usual boundaries of the already demanding fashion industry. One of the most attention-grabbing incidents occurred in the mid-2000s, when she faced accusations related to impulsive behavior in a personal situation. This incident quickly spread through the media and became a hot topic of discussion, sparking many conflicting opinions about how celebrities manage their emotions in high-pressure environments. Nevertheless, it cannot be denied that Naomi Campbell remains a major icon in the fashion world. She is one of the rare figures who has maintained a leading position for decades, helping to shape the beauty standards and performance style of an entire generation of supermodels. The combination of talent, influence, and strong personality has made her name both admired and perpetually associated with ongoing debates in the entertainment industry. Julia Roberts has long been considered America's sweetheart, thanks to her radiant smile and iconic roles in romantic comedies. Her on-screen image is often associated with charm, warmth, and positive energy, easily endearing her to audiences. However, behind that glamour, Hollywood has also witnessed stressful periods in her career, where her strong personality sometimes created awkward behind-the-scenes situations. During the filming of Hook in the early 1990s, Julia Roberts faced considerable pressure related to her role and working conditions. Rumors at the time suggested she was withdrawn and uncomfortable on set, leading to the emergence of playful nicknames within the film crew. While these stories are retold in various versions, they reflect the tension often experienced on large Hollywood projects. Furthermore, in some other projects, Julia has also been mentioned in the context of conflicts with co-stars, causing difficulties during filming and requiring schedule adjustments to ensure progress. Such situations are not uncommon in the film industry, where strong personalities and work pressure can create clashes between artists. Nevertheless, what keeps Julia Roberts in the public's special place is her enduring appeal and ability to captivate audiences through each role. Behind-the-scenes stories, whether true or exaggerated over time, cannot overshadow the image of a talented actress who helped shape an entire era of Hollywood romantic films. Kiefer Sutherland is widely known for his portrayal of Jack Bauer in 24, a strong, decisive character who constantly lives in high-pressure situations. However, off-screen, his life has also been marked by numerous incidents and behind-the-scenes stories that have attracted just as much public attention as his on-screen roles. Throughout his career, Kiefer has been involved in several incidents related to his uncontrolled behavior in his personal life, including arrests and controversial situations in public. These events have sometimes led to his image being associated with impulsiveness and unpredictability, contrasting with the professionalism he displays on screen. In his work environment, Kiefer has also been mentioned by some colleagues for his unpleasant experiences during the filming of 24. At one point, behind-the-scenes conflicts were widely shared, sparking debate about the pressure and intensity of work in long-running television projects. Nevertheless, this is still part of the entertainment industry, where strong personalities sometimes create both success and conflict. Furthermore, in some social events, he has also appeared in attention-grabbing situations, which have been repeatedly mentioned in the media over time. These stories contribute to the image of an artist who is both talented and multifaceted, not entirely confined to the action star stereotype on screen. Despite the controversies surrounding his personal life, it cannot be denied that Kiefer Sutherland remains a highly influential actor, with a long career and a clear mark on modern television. The contrast between his on-screen persona and real life has kept his name a topic of public interest for many years. Ellen DeGeneres once cultivated an image of a kindness empire on television, where she brought laughter, joyful dances, surprise gifts, and the familiar message, "Be kind." In the public eye, she was an icon of positivity and friendliness for many years. However, by 2020, that image began to crack as many behind-the-scenes stories came to light. Things gained more attention when a question on social media sparked a wave of sharing from various sources, from viewers to former employees of the show. The stories that circulated described unpleasant experiences behind the scenes, where work pressure and control were supposedly much stricter than the gentle image portrayed on television. Some former employees shared about the stressful work environment where small mistakes could lead to big consequences, and the atmosphere always made them feel pressured. These accounts prompted the public to begin questioning the discrepancies between the on-screen image and the reality behind the scenes. As the allegations became more widely discussed, the story evolved from a television show into a major topic about the culture of working in the entertainment industry. Many questioned the line between public image and the actual workings behind a successful entertainment brand. Ellen later acknowledged shortcomings in her management and pledged to make changes to improve the work environment. However, the story remains controversial and serves as a reminder that even the most glamorous images on television can have complex hidden aspects behind the scenes. Terrence Howard is known for his powerful expressions and energetic on-screen performances. However, off-screen, he often draws attention with his unpredictable statements and distinctive personal style, making his public image multifaceted and sometimes difficult to grasp. One of the most talked-about instances was a 2007 interview where he expressed a controversial opinion on women's personal hygiene, suggesting that using wet wipes was necessary for cleanliness. This statement quickly sparked controversy and became a widely shared topic on social media, sparking much debate about his personal views. In addition, Terrence Howard has also been noted for his rather unpredictable image in the workplace. Some sources suggest he has specific requirements and expresses his opinions quite frankly, sometimes creating differences in collaborations. This made him a figure who was both highly regarded for his talent and controversial for his personality. A notable milestone in his career was his departure from the role of James "Rhodey" Rhodes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after the first Iron Man film. The role was subsequently replaced by another actor, with the reasons cited related to differences in negotiations and collaboration. With a career marked by ups and downs and a distinct personality, Terrence Howard became one of Hollywood's most intriguing and controversial figures, an actor with clear talent but always associated with unpredictable side stories. James Corden is often known to viewers as a friendly, humorous host who always brings a cheerful energy through his karaoke segments on television. On screen, he easily creates a sense of closeness, like a friend who knows how to liven up the atmosphere and make others laugh. However, off-screen, stories with a different tone emerge. Some shared experiences from restaurants and service staff in New York have drawn public attention, with reports of him reacting unhappily during service. These stories quickly spread and generated mixed opinions about how people perceive the real person behind the television image. At one point, some establishments even reportedly considered limiting their service to him, stemming from previous negative experiences. The stories recounted often revolve around minor, tense situations within the restaurant, but when widely circulated, they become hot topics of discussion on social media. Meanwhile, when appearing on television, James Corden maintains his familiar image: cheerful, talkative, and easily connect with famous guests. The contrast between his on-screen persona and the narratives outside of the show has led to diverse public perspectives on him. Ultimately, James Corden's story reflects a familiar reality in the entertainment industry. Public image and personal experiences sometimes don't perfectly align, and each perspective contributes to a multifaceted picture of a celebrity. Russell Crowe is one of Hollywood's most unforgettable film stars, known for his powerful presence and strong acting in films like Gladiator. On screen, he often portrays tough, emotionally rich characters with an unyielding spirit. This deep immersion in his roles has made him one of the most highly regarded actors of his generation. However, off-screen, Russell Crowe has also been frequently mentioned in the media for his strong personality and controversial past. Several incidents in public have brought his name to the forefront of the press, contributing to his image as a talented yet unpredictable star in the eyes of the public. Throughout his career, he has also been involved in debates or conflicts of opinion with colleagues, which is not uncommon in the high-pressure environment of filmmaking. These stories are often retold from various perspectives, but generally reveal a straightforward personality and a reluctance to remain silent about disagreements. Nevertheless, it's undeniable that Russell Crowe remains a highly influential actor, with many roles that have left a lasting mark on film history. The combination of talent, high work ethic, and strong personality has made him one of the most admired and intriguing figures in Hollywood. Oprah Winfrey has long been considered an icon of American television, the woman behind one of the most influential talk shows of all time. With her compassionate image, ability to listen, and strong connection to her audience, she has built a decades-long career, synonymous with sharing and inspiring millions. However, recently, some discussions on social media have raised more conflicting perspectives on her public image and role. Her philanthropic activities and appeals for donations during natural disasters have sparked debate, particularly regarding the responsibility of wealthy individuals in supporting the community. These opinions quickly spread, creating diverse viewpoints. Simultaneously, some fragmented stories from the media and entertainment industry have also been revisited, revolving around the experiences of viewers or behind-the-scenes staff working in the program's production environment. These insights are often personal and viewed in various ways, contributing to a more multifaceted picture of the behind-the-scenes world of television. Nevertheless, Oprah Winfrey remains one of the most influential figures in media, with a legacy tied to raising social awareness and fostering community dialogue. The contrast between her iconic image and the controversies surrounding her has kept her name a subject of interest from many different perspectives. Shia LaBeouf is a prime example of Hollywood's roller coaster phenomenon. At times he explodes with acting talent, at other times he sinks into controversy, leaving the public unable to keep up. His career has alternated between critically acclaimed roles and turbulent periods in his personal life, creating a profile that is both captivating and highly debated. In the late 2010s, Shia began participating in many independent projects and gained recognition for his deeply introspective roles. However, his involvement in some commercial films revealed creative differences between him and the production team. These personnel changes or withdrawals from projects were subsequently exploited by the media from various perspectives, further increasing his attention at the time. By 2020, Shia LaBeouf faced a series of serious accusations from individuals he had been associated with, bringing his name into the spotlight of international media. This led to much discussion in the entertainment industry about conduct, personal responsibility, and a safe working environment in Hollywood. Simultaneously, several colleagues also spoke out, further complicating the story in the public eye. Previously, during his participation in several film projects, Shia was known for his highly focused work style, sometimes putting immense pressure on himself and those around him. He has admitted that his approach at times was extreme, reflecting a process of artistic expression, but also accompanied by uncontrollable consequences. Despite the controversy, it cannot be denied that Shia LaBeouf remains an actor with strong creative energy and has left his mark on both commercial and independent films. It is the contrast between his talent and his personal turmoil that has made him one of the most complex and talked-about figures in modern Hollywood. Lady Gaga, a pop icon with a powerful voice, daring performances like The Dress Made of Meat, and numerous prestigious Grammy Awards. But behind the scenes, her life wasn't always as glamorous as it appeared on the red carpet. According to former assistant Jennifer O'Neill, working alongside Gaga was described as an experience that went far beyond a typical job, with a near-constant integration into her daily life. In the allegations in the lawsuit, O'Neill claims she was always ready to assist, sometimes feeling the lines between work and personal life blurred. She describes a grueling work schedule, unexpected demands, and the pressure to react immediately in many situations, making the work experience stressful and prolonged. This particular story has sparked much public debate, as the image of an artist who consistently conveys messages of freedom, acceptance, and empowerment is juxtaposed with conflicting accounts from behind the scenes. Some question the boundaries within the celebrity work environment, while other fans argue that a comprehensive perspective is needed before drawing conclusions. Despite the diverse viewpoints surrounding behind-the-scenes stories, Lady Gaga remains known as one of the most creative and influential artists in the music industry. And like many other top stars, her life behind the spotlight is a constant topic of public curiosity, debate, and discussion. Jennifer Lawrence entered Hollywood like a breath of fresh air, humorous, approachable, and full of natural energy. The kind of star that makes audiences feel like the girl next door suddenly became a superstar. She quickly won over the public with her somewhat awkward charm, her hesitant, "I just" remarks, and her unpretentious demeanor in an entertainment world often filled with calculations. As her fame grew, her adorably natural image began to be scrutinized more closely. Moments at award ceremonies, especially her infamous stumble at the Oscars, made her the focus of global discussion. Initially, audiences saw it as unscripted cuteness, but over time, some began to question whether those situations were entirely coincidental. In interviews, Jennifer's frankness and humor sometimes sparked controversy. At times it was seen as genuine and endearing, but at other times it was interpreted as lacking subtlety. One of the most frequently recounted stories is her sharing about the filming of The Hunger Games in Hawaii, where she recounted an incident involving unintentionally doing something inappropriate in a sacred area, sparking mixed reactions from the public. In addition, some of her candid statements about Hollywood and acting have also garnered both support and criticism. Some consider it a rare honesty in the glamorous industry, while others feel her words weren't entirely appropriate for an A-list star. Despite this, Jennifer Lawrence maintains her unique appeal thanks to her natural personality and unconstrained style. In a Hollywood heavily focused on image building, she remains a special case, both beloved for her approachability and consistently a subject of debate whenever she appears. Christina Aguilera is known as one of the most powerful pop vocalists of her generation, possessing a powerful diva aura and striking looks that easily draw attention on stage. However, behind the dazzling lights, her public image is sometimes not entirely confined to the usual glamour. Offstage, Christina is sometimes described as quite reserved and difficult to approach, giving off a distant feeling in some work environments. Some of her collaborators say she has a very clear standard and work ethic, always demanding absolute professionalism from everyone around her, which sometimes makes the atmosphere more tense than expected. One frequently recounted incident is the one at Disneyland, where she reportedly encountered an unpleasant situation when she wanted to take a photo with a performer but was unsuccessful. That moment triggered an immediate emotional reaction that was then widely circulated, becoming one of the most talked-about situations regarding celebrity behavior in public. In television shows like The Voice, Christina has also repeatedly expressed her frank opinions when commenting on contestants or making her choices, showcasing her strong personality and high standards in her work. This sometimes sparks debate, but also clearly reflects her serious work ethic in a competitive environment. Despite the mixed opinions surrounding her personality, it's undeniable that Christina Aguilera remains one of the most influential voices in modern pop music. The combination of talent, strong personality, and unique style has made her a figure always talked about, both on stage and in real life. Lea Michele is widely known for her role in Glee, where she portrayed a powerful, emotional vocalist who always stood out on stage. However, behind the glitz and glamour of television and Broadway, the behind-the-scenes picture, as some have pointed out, wasn't entirely the same as the dazzling image on screen. As her career progressed, rumors began to circulate about her work environment. The controversy peaked when Samantha Ware, a fellow Glee co-star, publicly shared her personal experiences, claiming she felt disrespected and put in awkward situations during her work. This quickly garnered public attention and sparked a wide range of opinions. Following Ware's statement, several others in the industry shared similar negative experiences, describing working in Lea's presence as sometimes stressful and pressure-filled. These stories circulated widely, contributing to the formation of many different perspectives on her personality in real life. In addition, there are anecdotes from before she reached the peak of her fame, suggesting that her attitude in certain work situations could make others feel distant. However, these are still stories told from different sides and are not always consistent. Despite the conflicting opinions, it cannot be denied that Lea Michele is an artist with impressive performance skills and a powerful voice, contributing significantly to the success of Glee. Her public image is therefore always a blend of artistic talent and the debates surrounding how her personality behind the scenes is perceived. Charlie Chaplin, indeed a legend of silent cinema, considered one of the cornerstones of modern comedy. With his iconic image of a small mustache, a peaked cap, and a cane, he left behind a vast cinematic legacy. However, behind that iconic image lay a personal life far more turbulent and complex than what audiences saw on screen. While the public was captivated by Chaplin's charm and subtlety in his performances, his private life was constantly shrouded in controversy. Most notably, his romantic relationships with women considerably younger than him, some of which generated much public debate at the time. This led to his name appearing in the press with conflicting perspectives. In addition, Chaplin was also embroiled in legal disputes related to his private life and child custody, drawing widespread attention from the media and the public. These incidents made his personal life the focus of discussion for many periods, somewhat overshadowing his glamorous on-screen image. Nevertheless, it cannot be denied that Charlie Chaplin remains one of the most influential figures in film history. His career is a testament to his rare talent and also illustrates a familiar reality in the entertainment world. Even the greatest legends carry within them their own complex and hidden sides. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you found the content interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next exciting videos. Every subscription and comment helps the channel grow stronger. Leave your thoughts below and share the video if you enjoyed it.